What's happening, racing fans? Welcome back to the channel. Brought to you in association with betting.co.uk. And I'm back with two selections for you to take a look at on Monday's action. It's usually a day that I leave alone, but I've actually got two selections which I do quite fancy. I've got a dark horse at double figure price over at Listowel, and then I've got a strong selection at Thirsk as well at a pretty decent price too. Now, if you're new to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button. We're on a really good run of form at the moment, and hopefully we can start off this week with a nice winner or two as well. But without further ado, let's get straight on to the selections. So my nap selection, I'm going to bring that one to you first. Runs in the 320 at Listowel. We've got a 2 mile mares handicap hurdle here. A pretty open contest, but I do quite fancy Red Balls of Fire here at 10 to 1. There's quite a few in this race that aren't the most reliable sorts and not necessarily that suited to the fast ground on the evidence that we've seen so far. Bar perhaps potentially High Ski at 4 to 1, has actually had a win on the faster ground, but again, another really unreliable type. But I really like the top weight here, Red Ball of Fire at 10 to 1 for Martin McNiff. Daniel King taking £5 off this one as well, which actually ought to help coming off top weight. But this is quite a versatile mare by Camphor Cliffs, out of an authorised dam, and has 2 wins over hurdles already at Sligo on this sort of ground, off a mark just £4 higher. And she did actually run some nice races off a higher mark since then, so dropping down a little bit, I do think that she's going to have a good chance here. We've got good reason to believe she's coming back to form as well, having finished third at Sligo on her first start after a break on the flat, and that was actually 3 lengths behind a Gordon Elliott winner. She finished just a length behind a Joseph O'Brien horse in second. Now she slightly drops back in grade here, coming back to hurdles, and that combined with her recent return to form could just be a real positive combination coming for back for this race. Look good on that run as well, and this is going to be her second start from a break as well, so she could even shape a little bit fitter. She's now 6, potentially a little bit stronger as well against some inconsistent rivals, and at 10 to 1 I really like her chances. That's Red Balls of Fire in the 320 at Listowel. Then at Thirsk in the 3 o'clock, which is a race just shy of a mile, we've got a 3-year-old novice stakes here. Good to firm ground, some really nice types in this one as well. In particular, Tyndrum Gold for the Roger Varian team. Ran twice, won twice, currently the 2 to 1 joint favourite. Clearly Smart, son of Muhara as well. But this is actually his turf debut, and he's actually going to be carrying a double penalty here, which is a lot to ask first time out. May be able to get it done, but I definitely think there's a little bit better value in this race. Regindry's also the 2 to 1 joint favourite. A nice filly here, gets a little bit of weight from the Gowdens, but I think Burning the Bales is the one to side with here at 6 to 1. David and Nicola Barron train this Gowden, show plenty of ability so far, and looks likely to appreciate stepping up slightly in trip on turf on this fast ground. All runs so far have been over 7 furlongs, but stepping up to 1 mile should be well within her range. She actually was quite well backed last time out to the 9 to 4 favourite. Had tactics coming from the rear of the field, but he was caught a little bit flat-footed coming round the bend, and he had to make up some real late ground. He didn't get a clear run through that day either, but made some really good late headway and was really strong through the line. You'd have had to have said he was going to go very close, if not winning the race, providing he had a clearer passage or at least was ridden a little bit more prominently. But that won't happen again this time. Ran really strong through the line, likely to appreciate the switch to turf, steps up in trip, and I think this one ticks all the boxes. Again, you've got Tyndrum Gold here, carries a double penalty. Rajindri is still a maiden, and again, coming up against the boys, it may just be a little bit more difficult. I think Burning the Bales here at 6 to 1 is a really good bet for this race too. So that's a Red Ball of Fire in the 320 at Listowel at 10 to 1, and then in the 3 o'clock at Thirsk, that's a Burning the Bales. So 2 selections for Monday, unusually, but hopefully they can get us off to a really nice start for the week, and we'll take it off from there. Also in the description below, courtesy of betting.co.uk, provided by Bet Victor, there's a bet £5, get £30 in free bet offer. New customers only, and normal T&Cs apply. But thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll see you all real soon. In fact, I'll see you tomorrow with some more selections for Tuesday. Good luck for now.